Yeah, so this doesn't look dangerous at all. Now this is a spur of the moment kind of video. I'm out here in San Bernardino, California, and I just came across this mall here. I think it's called Carousel Mall. I'll look at it again before we leave. We'll look at the sign before I go. But this is an American mall that obviously is no longer completely. This big ginormous building sits empty. I don't know for how long, but just kind of want to go around the perimeter here and see what we can see. This is like I said, it's a very spur of the moment. I'm actually not filming on the camera I like to film on. This is my cell phone, so that's how spur of the moment this is. But even though this is showing, even though this is closed down and obviously been closed down for a very long time, I see that there is a sign over here that says available space. So apparently they're trying. And now it's not only the mall, it seems to be that several stores right around the mall have also closed down. Maybe it's just the area. Maybe it's a combination of the area and just the fact that malls just aren't what they used to be. And like I said, this is a completely unplanned video here. I've never seen a mall. I've heard a lot about them. I've never seen a mall just completely empty and just completely devastated. Some places littered with trash. These stairs are obviously used for other purposes these days. Probably people sleeping maybe around or inside of here. I mean, it's got an enclosed wall. At night, you probably get away with making this a place to rest your head for a while. Coming up and over here, it's like some kind of open fuse box. Let me actually turn this camera. Manual off, auto. It's completely abandoned. I mean, you typically would not see something like this open. These switches down here. It's a parking lot. Still being used, but not for the purposes that it was supposed to be, or the original intent. Actually, across the street here is a pretty interesting looking cinema. I imagine in the 90s and into the early 2000s, before the internet really took hold, this place was probably pretty hopping. There are cities out there that would kill for parking like this. Wonder what happened here. Definitely a fire. Just wondering how it was caused. Maybe some Breaking Bad action going on. Who knows? Definitely have some charred bits here. I don't know about you, but I kind of like, I don't like to look at malls devastated, but like to come by here and at least imagine what it was like at one time, you know. It's kind of like the remains of the American dream. I don't mean it as the American dream has left us. I mean, I think it's more of it's the American dream shift. That's probably more like. As we walk around this mall and just look at the outside, the perimeters here, I come across this in the background. You hear the echoing of a flute, and check this out. I thought that was very interesting that that guy was playing flute, just so happened to be playing flute as I walked up here. But also, before we move on, just wanted to show that these trees are also charred. Also, several trees here. There's 3 trees here, and looks like they got caught up in the fire. This one here. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Clearly someone comes here and stays at night or in the day, maybe to escape the heat. It's like I said, it's San Bernardino, so it gets a little warm out here. Right now I believe it's about 91, 92, and it's a little after 11 o'clock. There's another side of the mall. Got some charred remains down here in the corner. I don't know if this whole place just caught on fire. Maybe this whole place caught on fire. I don't know. So you're gonna have to excuse the fans, but yeah, this is the pedestrian walk-up way here. I assume that we were just in the parking lot was the main parking. We'd walk on up here. This would be one of the main entrance. This just seems so surreal to me. I never lived in a town. I don't live here. I just was kind of passing through and saw this, and I've never seen a mall completely 100% closed. Now I've seen malls, obviously they're not doing as well as they used to, but this one is completely closed. Caught on fire at one time. But look at this. Look at how massive this empty space is. I mean, it's still being used obviously for some parking, but towns like where I live in Long Beach, we would kill for this parking. I mean, and as you can hear the man practicing his flute in the background. I think that's so cool. It just echoes through here. But as you can see, though, I mean, just the man right there practicing his flute. Other than that, there's a couple cars here and there. There's a couple of kids upstairs. I don't know. To me, this is so surreal. It's just very, very surreal feeling. malls. We have the tire center just right by the mall, and it also has completely been abandoned and closed down. Clearly one of the main entrances right here. So this is clearly one of the main entrances right here. You got a pretty major, not a major road, but you got a road right over here with plenty of other shops that are open actually. Honestly, this is just kind of another step in the American dream. Things constantly move forward. Here's another building completely shut down. I mean, you got the auto center and whatever this was. It's clear that businesses kind of fed off of each other in a way. And once that mall went down, I'm sure these were not long after before this closed down. We got the auto shop over here. It closed down completely. So I generally don't do this, but I am very curious when I pass by something that used to be such a huge staple in people's lives and completely abandoned, out of business. And I guess the new wave of purchasing things have taken over. Yeah, I don't know how else to end this, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it exploring. If you did like this, well, my friend, I think you're also gonna like this video over here. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like this one. It's another video of me just running around exploring. Probably a different feel, but for the most part, kind of the same thing. All right, guys, till the next one. See ya.